hospital surgeon is left shaken after witnessing something disturbing. While filming a video for her surgical students in the operating room, she suddenly felt an eerie presence watching her, forcing her to stop and leave immediately. This video comes from an account strictly focused on surgical education, nothing paranormal. Yet, unsure of what she captured, Tiffany posted it, hoping someone could explain.
At chromic catgut, the difference is, I'm so sorry, my brain. Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two different kinds of sutures, polypropylene monofilament and chromic catgut. The difference between these two is that this one is dissolvable and it's animal derived, and the sutures last anywhere from 60 to 90 days. I'm literally tearing up right now. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. Can you please just show yourself? Just give me a sign. Do whatever you want.
Oh. That's great.
What was supposed to be a simple suture lesson turned into a nightmare. Tiffany claims she saw a figure standing at the window before it quickly vanished to the other side of the hospital. Though brief, the sight left her in shock. Many have reported eerie encounters at this hospital, with the women's restroom being the most haunted. Tiffany rushes there but sees nothing until minutes later. A door closes on its own, and a shadowy figure swiftly moves past the automatic doors, vanishing just as quickly. Whether a trick of the eye or something truly unexplainable, one thing is certain. This hospital holds secrets that may never be uncovered. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. Christy, a woman who enjoys sharing wholesome videos with her children, usually posts content filled with family bonding moments, free of anything unusual or paranormal. However, one particular video stood out from the rest. While playing in the living room with her child, the kid said something that left Christy completely horrified.
Where's your favorite place to go? What do you see?
I see stuff in a hand. I see stuff in a hand. In a tiny.
You see what?
A plexing.
A bad thing.
A plexing.
What does it look like?
A ghost.
A ghost?
It's one.
No, there's no ghosts. No ghosts here. Ghosts be gone.
I wanna see a hand here. Mommy, go in my room. It's not sad in my room.
It's not scary in your room?
Mm.
Well, you need to stop acting weird.
It's sad in here.
It's not scary in here.
It's everything pulled in the hat.
There's a scary thing floating. Where?
The hat.
Baby, there's nothing there.
Yes, it is.
No, there's not. Stop it. Stop it.
While playing in the living room, Christy's child suddenly mentioned seeing something in the hallway. Startled, Christy panned the camera toward the hallway, but there's no one there. The child then added that he saw a bad thing. When Christy nervously asked what the bad thing looked like, the child simply replied, "A ghost," and claimed it was floating. Clearly frightened, the child begged to go to his room. This was the first time her child had ever said anything like this, leaving Christy unsettled. A similar incident happened to another family when the man's daughter revealed that a figure had been visiting her at night. When she finally pointed out who it was, the family was left terrified.
That's the man come to see me last.
Who come see you at night?
The man.
What
Who?
man? What man? Up here?
Uh-huh.
He did.
The child pointed to a portrait of the man she claimed had been visiting her at night. But there is a problem. The man in the portrait was her great-grandfather, who had passed away in 2005. So, who or what has been visiting the child? Are these children seeing beyond the veil of our world? Or is there something else at play that we cannot explain? Whatever the answer, their experiences leave us questioning the boundaries between the living and the dead. Amelia, who recently moved into a 250-year-old Victorian home in the UK, notices a loose floorboard and decides to investigate. As she lifts it, she discovers a coin from 1904 buried among the dust and copper pipes. But what truly catches her attention is an eerie, antique book hidden beneath the floor.
How long do you reckon that was in there for? It's definitely a book, but they're not like actual pages, they're like really thick. Alright, I'm gonna have to open this on camera.
The book appears to be an old photo album, but as Amelia flips through the pages, the images become more and more unsettling. Some depict empty rooms, rooms that look eerily identical to the ones in her own home.
The book seemed normal at the start, filled with old portraits. But things took a creepy turn the further I went into the book. I noticed what seemed like a very old photo of my house. This is when the pictures took an unsettling turn. The rest of the album is filled with pictures of empty rooms that have an unsettling feeling. A dark shadow appears in all of these photos.
Not long after uncovering the mysterious old book, Amelia begins to notice strange and unexplainable occurrences throughout her home. Odd noises echo through the halls, and objects seem to shift on their own, making her question whether she is truly alone.
And it's like, it just stopped. And now it's like, am I tripping out?
Some viewers suggest the floating dart could be caused by an unusual magnetic force, but what happens next defies explanation. One night, Amelia is startled by loud banging coming from her upstairs bedroom. She grabs her phone and hurries to investigate. As she records the unfolding events, she witnesses something so unsettling that it sends a chill down your spine. As Amelia steps into the room, the curtain suddenly flies open, and a pair of headphones hanging on the wall drops to the floor without explanation. What makes this even more unsettling is that this is the same room where the mysterious floating dartboard was seen earlier. Shaken, Amelia admits she is now genuinely terrified. Strange occurrences are no longer rare. They happen constantly throughout the house. Could opening the old book have disturbed something lurking within the home? Did she awaken a spiritual presence? Or is there another explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A woman was startled awake by the overwhelming smell of rotten eggs filling the room. Confused and uneasy, she initially assumed the odor was coming from the trash. However, something far more sinister happened that made her run in fear.
Oh, what the is that? Dude. Baby, what took you so long to answer? Dude, the house smells like literally like rotten egg. Like, it literally smells like you forgot to take the trash out or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit. Like, I'm literally feel like I'm about to puke. I was just taking a nap and the house smells disgusting. Yeah, I'll open the door. I don't know if that's gonna do much though. The door's open. I don't know. I need a fan or something. You need to get home and like air, like do something in here. Did you take the trash out? What the fuck, baby? The lights are flickering now, dude. Baby, stop! What the? Baby!
The lights began to flicker on their own, and a cross on the wall slowly turned upside down. Terrified, the woman ran in fear, unable to comprehend what was happening. Viewers speculated that the smell of rotten eggs could indicate the presence of a demon, while others offered a more logical explanation, suggesting it might be a gas leak. But what could explain these chilling events? On another night, as the woman slept with her baby in the room, something happened that made them leave the house entirely. Something invisible was seen pulling the baby, not just once, but twice, suggesting that whatever entity was in the house had harmful intentions toward the family. The next morning, the mother reviewed the footage and was horrified by what she saw. The family decided to move out immediately after the incident. But the question remains, what kind of force was behind these terrifying events? And will it follow them wherever they go? The mystery remains. Seth, a talented artist who enjoys sharing his hobbies online, experienced something bizarre in one of his videos. He explained that he had recently purchased a guitar from a garage sale, sold to him by an old woman just a week before. However, every time he played the guitar, something unexplainable would happen.
I've never had an issue with ghosts or any weird, unexplainable stuff in my house, but I bought a guitar the other week at a garage sale from this old lady down the street, and every time I pick it up or strum it or play it, really weird shit happens, and I'll show you. It's some Lotus, like very 80s looking guitar, and every time I strum, like that happens every time I mess with this thing. Like that.
As Seth played the guitar, the desk lamp began to flicker on its own. A pencil cup holder toppled over without any explanation, leaving Seth unsettled. Viewers speculated that the guitar might have belonged to a deceased person who didn't want anyone else playing it. Others suggested it could be cursed, which might explain why the old woman sold it. But what do you think? Is this the spirit of a deceased owner sending Seth a warning to stop playing the guitar? Or is there something more to this story that Seth isn't telling us? Share your thoughts below.
Like that.
A woman began experiencing strange occurrences in her home. Chairs moving in the kitchen, footsteps echoing in the hallway, and loud banging from the attic. Suspecting a squatter, she called the police, but they found no signs of anyone living there. One night, the noises returned. This time, she decided to investigate herself. What she saw in the attic made her flee for her life. To her horror, she discovered something in the attic. A figure moving in ways no human could, crawling toward her on all fours. She screamed in terror at what she had just witnessed. The entity's movements were unnatural and terrifying, leaving no doubt that it was not human. But what do you think? Did the woman encounter a paranormal entity, or is this just a hoax? The choice is yours. A woman named Louisa, who recently moved into a new house in Colorado with her dogs, was relaxing in the living room when she noticed something strange happening to her bedroom door.
My door just keeps opening by itself. Watch, here, look. Nobody. Nobody in this house. Nobody. Now watch. Look, let me close this door. Watch it. 3, 2. Oh, heck no. No. Okay, God. Look. Nothing. Dogs barking and everything.
The doorknob rattled, and the door slowly opened on its own. Louisa watched in disbelief, but her dog reacted differently, barking furiously at something unseen. Was it just the wind, or was the dog sensing something beyond human perception? Whatever it was, that night left Louisa with more questions than answers. If you've captured or come across any eerie ghost footage, we'd love to see it. Send your creepy videos to us at grandmasnightmares@gmail.com. A woman named Gina, who loves sharing feminine product reviews with her fans, had an unsettling experience during one of her videos. As she filmed herself, an unexpected and bizarre event unfolded, leaving her completely stunned. During the recording, someone or something was seen walking behind Gina. Viewers were quick to point out that the figure appeared to have no face. Some speculated it might be a squatter hiding in her home. However, there is something more to this story.
Weirdest thing about this is, like, a week ago, I was talking about how my daughter is not christened yet. She's 15 months old, and I was like, I feel like it's probably the right thing to do, like, whether or not I believe it or not, you know what I mean? She can, when she gets older, she can decide for herself what she believes in, but I want her, as a child, to believe in it, just like I want her to believe in Santa Claus. She's named after my grandmother, and I was telling my mom, I was like, I need, like, a sign from somebody if it's real, and she's like, well, ask for a sign from your grandmother. My daughter, the very next day, went into a drawer, she shouldn't have been in, and found a picture of my grandfather, my grandmother's husband, holding me as a baby, and started calling it Ella and Pop. I called him Grandpop. He was dead by the time I was 18, so she obviously never met him. And then this. I don't know.
So, could this faceless entity be a sign from Gina's grandmother, trying to communicate something from beyond? Or is it simply a squatter lurking in the shadows of her home? You decide.